The text you're reading today is called To the Editor. Now, in newspapers, there's usually a section where people can write in to the newspaper, and it's called To the Editor. Or sometimes it's called like the opinion section, but the editor is sort of who's in charge of putting the newspaper together, so people will write their letters into the editor, is the idea behind this story. I'm not going to read this one, but remember you can use the text-to-speech button if you want to. And if it's not working, if you go up to the top right and you press those three buttons, then you can click OCR for scanned PDFs, and that will allow you to then listen to it. So this one is all about voting rights and an amendment to the Constitution that had just happened. So in 1971, somebody wrote in, I don't know if this was a real letter, but the event really happened, whether or not this letter is real. So it looks like it was a fifth grader who wrote in 1971 about how the 26th Amendment had just gotten passed. So then once you read it, you're answering what is the 26th Amendment and how did it change voting rights? And then underline or circle sentences to support your answer. The second one is just an opinion question. Do you think it was a good idea to lower the voting age? They lowered it from 21 to 18, which it's still at. So just why do you think? Do you think sort of 18, 19, and 20-year-olds should be allowed to vote? Why or why not? And then what have you voted on in school or at home? I know I've had you vote on things this year, so you could use one of those examples. You could use a mock election that you voted on. Maybe at home, your mom or dad lets you vote on like the movie you're going to watch together, or I don't even know, there are a million things you could vote on. So just try and think of a time when you have voted on something in school or at home, and how can one vote make a difference? Maybe it didn't make a difference in that vote, but can you imagine a situation in which it would make a difference? Okay? That's all for this one. Good luck. Make sure you read carefully and answer the questions thoroughly. Ooh, almost forgot. The code word for this video is. Not a particularly exciting word, but sentences need little words too. So is the word for this video. All right, make sure you're keeping track of those so you can put them in at the end of the week.